Lynch is starting a change here. Riley comes on and off the bench. There's a shot that Dobich kicks away, and Christian Dvorak back the other way for the Canadiens. Picked up by McMahon while Domi maintained possession. Scrapes the board, centers Robertson. Dobich the save, and out comes Montreal. Swing it across for Suzuki. Here's Suzuki, tracked by Marner. Hudson to the other side, line A in a dangerous spot. Didn't get to the net, now a chance. And Slavkovsky unable to finish. Hudson, line A on that left flank. Seen past Suzuki, holding on. Watch there by Matthews. And now back to Hudson. Suzuki, line A across, Stolarz, and it rolled through on a rebound chance by Slavkovsky. Here's Nylander looking to come out in front. Back it goes, Carlo shooting, and Dobich able to cover up on that. And the late man is Myers, and he fired that right off Matthews' side of the net. Centered for Marner, and he shot it high. Myers steps up, wraps it around. Man after it, got past him, Dvorak. Had it intercepted by Domi. Here's Morgan Riley. And loose puck in front of the net. Robertson tied up here at home this year. Nylander's got it again. Tavares in front, and Dobich makes the stop and able to pick it up. Here's Matthews behind the net, trying to center it for Marner, and knocked away to the boards. Matthews for Benoit. Benoit with a shot turned aside. By Slavkovsky, failed to connect, and he connected on Marner. Here's Matthews in, firing at that, and Dobich gets a piece of that. Around it comes for Marner. Trying to get that to the net, knocked down by Suzuki, maybe a break. Carlo, Suzuki a step, and he slid it. Another chance, and that's blocked. What a chance there, a third chance. It will be Hudson driving it high.
The start here, though, this is a tough play for Carlo. He knows he's not going to win the battle. He just tries to impede Suzuki enough. Suzuki, it looked to me like trying to get that shot off the pad and leave the rebound for the trailer, but a nice job there. Stolarz kicked it for the last second, and Morgan Riley.
Oh, three great chances for Montreal. Suzuki puts it on goal. Turned aside by Stolarz. Slavkovsky nearly stole it. Here's Matthews in along with Nyes. Nyes digging in deep. Matthews up with it, comes out in front, and Marner right on. Pass intended for Nyes, doesn't get there. Rink wide it goes, and here comes Montreal. Caulfield from an angle. Slavkovsky the rebound, went wide. Now Tavares. Up ahead it goes, Yardcroak across, Nylander to work. Oh, up against Hudson, and back it goes. Riley, rebound, pushed just wide. The extra penalty to Domi, takes the pass. Oh, he was almost in behind Matheson. Now it's Yardcroak following up. Robertson called for it again off the blocker of Domi. Reset. There's Nylander. Nyes parked on the doorstep, comes to Matthews, and he's stopped by Dobich. Matthews hounded there by Armia, able to work it back to Nylander. Marner, Nylander, Evans and Armia, the penalty killers. Is it Nyes from the corner? Back outside. Nylander, still no shooting lane. He'll trade spots with Marner. Down low, Matthews. And Nylander fires right on. Ricochets back here to Marner. Nylander, another look. Marner, Tavares, loose in front. Nyes battles for it. Down to Savard. Loose in his skates. Comes free for Matthews. And Marner gives it back. Here's Marner, one time right on. Nyes one-hands the rebound to Nylander. Marner down low. Here's Nylander again. Holding, Marner, fakes, takes, and he set it high. Almost took Nylander's head off behind the net. Nylander back to Matthews. His shot, Dobich gets a piece of that. Canadiens goaltender looks sharp. Back down for Nyes. Late stages of this power play, and it's all been in the Montreal zone. Marner holds on. Here's Matthews. And across, Nylander, glove stopped. Off the glove. Boy, it's tight, isn't it?
Game's got a little heartbeat though now, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, just the energy is really taking it to another level.
Well, Dobish has to play that. He hit Kapanen with a clearing attempt. Got past Slafkovsky. Here's Caulfield. Suzuki looking for Slafkovsky, and Stolarz the stop. Of course, back-to-back for Montreal. Their 7th game in the last 12 nights. Here's Caulfield with a steal. Cole Caulfield snaps that right on. And they start with a face-off win by Tavares. Tavares with it on the backhand. And a rebound chance. Matthews chopped away twice. And Dobish covers up.
See if he can pay him off.
And he's the extra center out there. In this case, Domi gets waived, so it's Nylander to win the draw. Back to Domi. And he fired a wide. Rebound. Oh, Dobish across, and he robs Nick Robertson. What a chance that was.
Going off. It's a clean win and a shot, but the rebounds there. Dobish does just an excellent job of sliding across. That's a desperation save. Forget about technique. Just get there as quick as you can.
Robertson off the boards. Another penalty pending. Stolarz to the bench, and it's fired on as Nylander wanted to get. Downhill goes Marner. Around Matheson, in behind the net, Riley, Nylander, shooting, rebound, oh, it didn't go as Marner had what looked like an open net. Here's Marner again, coming up tonight. Max Domi wants to fix it. He charges in, put it in front as he tried to wrap around Benoit right on. Already, and Riley slowly making his way to the Leaf bench. John Tavares to the attack. Loose in front. Trying to jam it. And Dobish able to hold it out. Now a sharp angle shot. Net comes off.
Down the other end. John Tavares one-on-one. Gooley's gap here. So takes it to the inside. And how about Dobish keeping that right pad down strong enough? Comes right back to the front. And he slides across. And that's when the net comes off. So Montreal's not going to be able to make a change here. But man, what a save that was. He needed everything.
Good news for the Leafs. Hudson across. Here's a chance in front. Anderson couldn't cash in. Hudson's got it. He'll play it right on. Loose. And still loose. Stolarz knocked it away. Stolarz coughed up a rebound. Nearly cost him. It'll come across for Dooley, and that's sent wide. Montreal with an offensive flex. Hudson with the move, and it's knocked down by Nyes. Here's Nyes trying to work his way in with Marner, and broken up by Hudson. And a break for Suzuki, along with Caulfield, working in 2-on-1. And that shot deflected wide. Here's Suzuki to Caulfield, stop short side. Nice save there by Stolarz. As busy as he's been in a while.
How about Stolarz? Yeah, he's been sitting watching at the other end. That's just shots 9, 10, and 11, but they were beauties.
Carlo behind the net. Up around. It's Yarncroke unable to clear. Kept in here. Caulfield. And that's blocked by Tanev. Matheson back to Caulfield. Into the middle. Suzuki. And the rebound. Domi and McMahon. Trying to get it deep. Knocked down by Domi. He'll play it across. Morgan Riley downhill. Fired that with traffic in front. Caulfield. Suzuki splits the knee. In. Can't jam it through. Stolarz down. Leafs come up with it. Tavares away with Nylander. And Suzuki stuck back behind the play. 3-on-2. Here's Marner. Scores. Game winner. Marner, and the Leafs win it in overtime.
Back the other way, Nylander gains the line, stays onside, and Mitch Marner, with the quick release, able to put this game away.
7th career overtime goal for Marner. His 26th goal and his 98th point of the year. It's the 3rd shutout of the season for Anthony Stolarz. And now we've got a great finish between Winnipeg and Chicago.